This is going to be the messages for the month of March 2019. Please remember that these are general messages and they may not resonate with everyone. If you like the video, please like, subscribe, and share. I am going to do this one a bit differently than I've been doing the other ones for the month of March, because I think I'm kind of finding a better groove with this setup, so we're going to try this one. When I honed into your energy, Leo, the messages that I received were working at something very passionate about. Some type of creative endeavor is starting to begin. You're in high demand socially, and you're making a deeper commitment to a different way of life. And the animal that came for you is the lizard. Take time to rest. And the saying that goes with the lizard is shed it or shut down, okay? So it's time for you to shed some things from your life and get yourself grounded. And growth and desire to progress, which is specific to the green lizard, and that's what I saw. And listen to what your heart is telling you. Okie dokie. So we're going to pull one card from the Alice in Wonderland deck to see what the overall energy is around Leos for the month of March 2019. Okay, so you got I Want to Be a Queen. And this card is about stating your sovereignty, declaring freedom, and passing a test, okay? So there's going to be some type of test that you're going to be put to. And it could be, you know, whatever this creative endeavor that I got is going to be starting for you guys. There could be some type of test that is put on this endeavor. Also, this is about declaring your freedom. And, you know, like I said in the beginning, the lizard talks about, you know, shedding stuff or shutting down. When we shed things from our life, it's declaring our freedom. It's moving away from things, breaking free of things that may be slowing us down or holding us back. Alrighty, let's get started with the reading. We'll give a few more shuffles. Alright, in the first row we've got the Empress, the Seven of Swords, and the Six of Swords. Okay, so in the center we'd have the Seven of Swords. And the Seven of Swords is about, if you look at the man, he's got swords in his pocket, but he left some behind. He's taking things that don't belong with him, and walking away from them. So it's somebody stealing something from you, taking something from you. With the Empress card, you know, the Empress is all about, you know, the earth and feeling connected and just kind of sitting in the glory of what nature and earth has to offer. I often think of the Empress. I know she's not, they say she's not, but Empress to me is a Taurus card, or at least an earth sign card. But with the Empress, it's all about, you know, fertility and the power of nature, the ability to grow things. There could be some pregnancy with this card involved, but I don't think that's the case here. And bringing in new ideas and new births, okay? So you're definitely moving to that place, because when the Six of Swords comes in, we're talking about moving away from rough waters into calmer waters. You're moving away from whoever this is that took something from you. And what I'm thinking with this next to the Empress, I'm almost feeling like they took your passion away from something, because I'm really feeling that there's some new creative thing that's coming in, but this person took something away from you that kind of took the creativity and passion away from life for you. But now you're choosing to move away from that and move into better waters and calmer waters. All right. Now we have the Three of Wands. Yep, you've set that movement in forward, and you're moving towards something better. And now you're standing here. You've made the plan to go towards something better. And you're waiting for, your ships to come in. You're waiting to manifest something in your life that you've set out on a venture towards. We've got the High Priest. And we've got the Queen of Swords. Okay, so the High Priest, the thing that stands out the most to me with this High Priest card, and that's the Hierophant in the other deck, is these two keys. You hold the key as to, at this point, where you're going to go and how you're going to manifest things, okay? You let this person take something from you. But now you've got the keys to take it back, is what I'm feeling with the High Priest card. And you're standing there, and you're bringing those wishes in, and those ships are coming into you, because you've chose to move away from the rockier side of life and move into the calmer waters. So now you've got the keys. You're holding the keys to choose which way you want to go. It's your choice, no one else's, and you're not going to let anybody take anything with you, from you. And the High Priest also, brings in some questions, and there might be some answers that are needed. It also talks about finding that balance between the physical and the spiritual. But it helps you to know where to look to find the truth, okay? So with the Queen of Swords next to that, you are looking for some truth. I think you're looking at a truth as to where you want to go, because you're moving away. And you're not quite sure. You're kind of standing here waiting. You're not sure what's going to be coming in. And those could be the questions that you want answered, is that you want to know what's going to be coming in for you. Because now you've chosen to move away from something that's not working for you, and to move towards something much better. And the Queen of Swords, she's going to help you to see things more clearly. She's very clever. She's very ingenious. She's got, but she can have a sharp tongue. But she's also telling you she wants you to try something new. So it's time for you to start something new. I believe I said in the beginning, you're working at something very passionate, a new creative endeavor that's going to start for you. Okay. I got the Wheel, the Four of Cups, and the Lovers. Okay, so the Wheel of, they call it the Wheel of the Year here. Other decks call it the Wheel of Fortune. But the wheel, wheel's about completing cycles. So you've completed a cycle, and it's time for you to move on to a new one. It's learning the lessons and really taking stock in what a situation kind of taught you, and being able to learn from that, but also ending cycles that don't work for you, and letting new cycles begin. In this particular deck, I just wanted to look at this because in this particular deck, the wheel also works with the seasons. It works with the energies of nature that are currently around you. Now here in the Northeast, we're in the winter time. So the winter time, it's time for rest and introspection. It's time to look inside yourself. You know, depending on where you are, I'll go through each one. In the springtime, what do we think that's about? New beginnings, growth. And we're going to be moving into springtime soon, so that's where this new thing that you're going to be working at, that you're very positive about, is going to start to begin, I believe, is in the springtime. Because that's when we start new beginnings and have new growth and new opportunities come in, okay? In the spring, in the summer, that's the energy and the excitement and the vibrancy. We all want to go in the summer. And in the fall, that's when abundance, the reminder to prepare, you know, the animals gather all their stuff. So I just wanted to bring that up with this card for this particular deck, that it does work in conjunction with the seasons. Right now we're into winter, getting ready to move into spring. So you're moving into a time of new beginnings, new growth, and new opportunities that are coming into your life. Because you got the 4 cups next to that. So you're looking at these 3 cups and, you know, they're just not fulfilling you anymore. But there's an opportunity over here you're not quite looking at yet, okay? So you haven't quite moved out of the energy of looking at the empty cups, looking at the stuff that's not fulfilling you. But you're getting ready to step over to the other side, where there's that 1 cup sitting there that can be very enticing and help to fill your cup and make you feel satisfied. Next to that, we have the Lover's card. You know, and the Lover's card traditionally talks, you know, about relationships with another person. So there could be a new relationship that's coming in for you, one that has a lot of, you know, passion. It's spiritually driven, divine timing, but there also needs to be choices made when the Lover's card comes in as well. So it looks like you're going to have a choice that you need to make that's going to affect your future. That, I do believe, is why this card is here for you. There might be some challenges to overcome with this, but in the long run, you know, it's going to bring you to a place. It's bringing you closer to that path you need to be on, that destiny that comes in life. You know, so the High Priest card is the center of your reading. So, you know, tap into yourself and look to the High Priest to give you the answers. You can only give yourself the answers as to where you want to go, but use those keys to unlock the doors to help you find where you want to look, okay? They're being placed in your hand to unlock the mysteries. You know, the Queen of Swords, she's going to help you see more light to the situation. She's going to bring in truths, and she may even there may even be more truth spoken. But you're no longer I don't think going to allow individuals to take things from you, because you're definitely moving towards a place of away from hardships and chaos and all that stuff to calmer waters, where you're going to be able to concentrate more on what that new beginning is that you want to start. Because at this point, you know, this card can signify, sorry, there's a loud truck going by. This card can signify a, you know, just pretty much boredom. And, you know, there's some excitement waiting for you over here if you just take that step to go there, okay? Let me just pull some sultry cards over these to see what comes out. I'm not going to take that one because the way it fell. But allow yourself to unlock the mysteries, okay? So that you can be free. And you know, I think the test that this card originally talked about, you want to be the queen of your own kingdom, you know, or the king, whatever you know, female or male. But you know, there's a few tests that you got to go through before you get there. And most of them, I think, are going to be within yourself and figuring out where you, which door you want to open with those keys that are there. All right, let me pull this one. Yep, you're going on a new adventure. Oh, we got a bunch here. And they're asking you that it's time for you to take action and move towards that new adventure, which is going to cause a transformation within your life. I think it's going to take you out of the state of, you know, not being fulfilled and into something that you're going to be able to integrate into more adventure in your life, more fulfillment, all that good stuff that I talked about that can come with this new adventure. All right, we're going to take a look at love for singles and couples. Let me just pull these cards away. Alrighty. And I'm going to be using the Doreen Virtue Romance Angels cards. Alright, I already shuffled them, so please give me one card for Leo singles. One card for Leo singles. Please give me one card for Leo singles. You got deception. Okay, and I think that's what was kind of coming up with that middle card where the guy was kind of stealthing off with those swords. Somebody deceived you. Someone is wearing a false self mask in a relationship, okay? That's what came up for singles. So if you were in a relationship, which the boat traveling away, you're moving away from that, okay? You're moving away from that falseness, and because this is for singles, so let me just shuffle these up to pull a few cards on this section. Why is deception here for Leo singles for March 2019? Why is deception here for Leo singles for March 2019? We got the Magician. I just wanted to make sure. He came out first, but didn't quite feel right. So I put him back in, and he came out again. Yeah, so somebody with the Deception card and the Magician, I'm feeling like somebody pulled the wool over your eyes. You know, a magician is all about illusion, and so maybe you thought something was going to be better than it was. And, you know, you chose to move away from it because it turned out not to be. And, you know, there's going to be the 10 of Cups we got. So there is happiness and fulfillment coming in for you. This is your wishes granted. Where you're going to be fulfilled inside, whether it's by yourself or with another person. I truly think for the singles that you may be single for a bit longer because you're enjoying the freedom. Because freedom came up in that first Alice in Wonderland card. And you're going to make your own happiness. You're going to manifest your own happiness because you have all the tools to do that. And the King of Swords. So the King of Swords can represent an air sign. Aries, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. I don't know why I said Aries. But the King of Swords, he's a very authoritative type of person. But what the King of Swords talks about is the deception on this card, because the King of Swords is saying that some actions, somebody's actions are being called into question, okay? So that's exactly why that King of Swords is there. It's showing you that, you know, somebody didn't do something right and they deceived you. And, you know, the king, he sees things black and white. There are no gray areas. And I think that you're feeling the same way, Leo. You don't, you know, there's no gray area here. It's black and white. They deceived you. You're kind of done with that. And you're turning that knowledge into action. And making things fair and just. And I think you're doing that by walking away from the situation that was there and creating your own happiness for yourself, because you definitely know how to manifest that on your own, and you know that now. So that's for singles. Let's pull one for couples. Let me just shuffle a little bit. Nothing, because nothing wants to come out. No, I'm only kidding. Reconciliation for couples. Someone from your past is returning to your life. Or this can just be, you know, maybe you were struggling with a relationship that you currently have, and, you know, things are going to start to get better. But what this is saying is that maybe you're currently in a relationship with someone from that had been involved in your life in the past, Leos. Because this is for people who are already couples. Or it could be someone that you had a past life with. So if you are a couple and there was some issues, it looks like you're going to be reconciling. Reconciliation card here. There's the reconciliation card here for Leo's couples in March 2019. We got the Two of Swords. So there was something going on that you couldn't really see, and now you need to, you know, there's a decision that had to be made. You're very defensive. 7 of Wands is, you know, being defensive, standing your ground about something. But you're not quite sure which way you want to go because something hasn't been revealed. Here, but you do feel that you can have that that 10 of Cups with your current partner. There's just some struggles that have been going on because there's some truths that haven't really been revealed yet, which is making you on guard. Let me get a couple more cards here because I think we need a few more. Where's the reconciliation card? Oop. Yeah, it looks to me like you guys are definitely moving towards happier times, fulfillment, and it's going to come in quite quickly. You know, the Knight of Swords, he moves pretty quick with reckless abandonment. He moves in. It can be an air sign. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, not Aries. But both of these cards basically talk about, you know, getting your wishes fulfilled, the happy home, the happy life. And the Knight of Swords says this is going to be coming in pretty swiftly. So if there were issue, and that I think these cards are definitely talking about the reconciliation part. So it looks like there were some troubled times where you definitely felt like your partnership, you had to stand your ground about something that wasn't fully revealed, and that you couldn't really make a decision about. But now it looks like you are definitely moving into the happier times, the happy home, the happy life, having everything that you want and need. And the King of Swords is here to tell you, you know, that this is definitely moving towards you. There's no reason to have any fear about the relationship. And it's going to be coming in very quickly for you. All right, Leo, I hope that everybody has a great evening, and I'll talk to you next month.